I think this is also showing that a story of imperfection, because I want to give, let's say, the stroke some kind of gradient fading into the background, and then of course I had the idea to differ in length, but when you slide with the brush, the movement and the speed of it is of course choosing a direction. So you will never be able to make this exactly vertical. So therefore there is now, let's say some kind of wind blowing. So there's all of a sudden, there's, I think, a trace of nature perhaps, which I actually really like, because the grid is already there and it implies that you want to do it perfectly, but in the end, when you're writing, when you're doing the calligraphic strokes, because of the spontaneity of it, there is no perfection. It does not exist. And I think that is actually the story of these works. But what's funny about this structure is that I took an uneven grid, because then I'm not able to make the distances equally divided, like white, black, white, black, white, black, because there's one extra black stroke. I have to come finally somewhere in the drawing, I come to a point where I have to solve a problem. So basically I'm showing that the same kind of motive I just talked about with these big ones, that there's an imperfection going on and you cannot be following the perfect structure or schedule or grid, because in the end you will always bump on a moment where it doesn't go like you planned. So this, for instance, this also shows mistakes. Like this is clearly a mistake, but I cannot undo it. So yeah, so I just talked about these parts. These are, let's say, impossible moments. I'm playing a game here. I'm following rules because I can only leave white space between black space, but at some point you just can't. So then I have to figure something out. So then, for instance, I swipe off, or I take some extra ink and I put one next to it so that it doesn't become too heavy, but then still it is not following the grid anymore.